Okay, I'm just kind of randomly picking, so I'm not really planning a lot, and I think that's really good. So this is a woman who is, I don't know, putting on a dress or taking off a dress. No, she's putting on a dress. All right, let's go kind of 3/4, whatever. But this is going to be a fun drapery thing. Since I really don't know where I'm going to go, you know, the scribble's the best. You just kind of figure it out. You know, and this is kind of typical what you would be doing if you're trying to search out a pose. Again, I used to work with the old guys. So cool. I mean, you're sitting there and you're working with somebody who worked on stuff that you like worshipped as a kid, you know. Like my roommate for years, he worked on Three Caballeros. You know, I mean, it's like, dude, you worked on Three Caballeros. You know, the greatest guy. We always had an office together, and when I knew him, he was like a great grandfather, and we had a great time. What a difference in age. I mean, God, he was so much older than I was, but I was used to that because of my teacher. So I don't know if the new kids. I'm not really that. You know, at my school, it's my school. So all of that respect of the old industry exists at the school. I had a friend of mine, I was talking to him, and he was big time, you know, teacher. And we had a question, so I called him, and he's retired now, but he's big time. And, you know, he started a whole department, real successful. And he said, I always saw your school, Sheldon, as the closest thing to the old atelier, you know, where you go and you learn the fundamentals. You know, you learn it the old way. And I go, yeah, yeah, but think about it, you're doing that with some of the most stupid, ridiculous jokes, you know. But yeah, it really is the closest thing that, you know, going back because somebody's really loud out there. You know, parents drop their kids off. You know, my wife and I are there, and if they're having a bad day, you know, we're the place to be. And but they're getting the fundamentals, which is really fun. And then also, it's their home. It's their little paradise. And I think that probably the funniest thing about our school over the years is I always take the kid's side, and it doesn't matter what. You know, I'll always defend the kids. There's got to be a place where the kids feel safe and they're defended, you know, for whatever. And most times the kids are wrong, but it doesn't matter. I mean, they could be really wrong. It doesn't matter. I'll still take their side. Now, when the parents leave, I totally kick the kid's ass, you know, and say, sit down. You know, sometimes I go, you did what? You got balls. You know, we'll laugh about it because they'll go, yeah. I say, God, that was ballsy. You really did that? Yeah, geez. I mean, I did bad things as a kid, but I never did that. All right, don't worry about it. You'll be fine, you know. And keep the kids safe. So, there we go. So I think that's real important. Then we come up with weird inventions. I'm teaching a middle school. I think the youngest is like 9, and the oldest is probably 12. And it's a junior portfolio class. So it's everything we do in our regular portfolio class. But it's just done with, you know, a little bit more fun. But we're still doing really hard stuff. I mean, composition, anatomy, all this stuff. They're really young. But we always come up with these inventions. And, you know, like I come up with all these things like, you know, edible Velcro and They're always laughing. We're trying to come up with new stuff. So, and what am I doing? I'm getting them to think. I'm getting them to think out of the box. So it's not just take a test, get a grade, and you're done. I know that I've got the next great of everything, of everybody sitting there at the school, because we've been there 18 years. I mean, we've seen where our students go, and wow, they do well. So, this student, you got some kids there, like I say, like 11 years old, and you're like, this is a CEO. This person's going to run the company. Most of the little girls just got it together. They're amazing. And then one of them, she's just turning 10, but we already got her set to teach. So she'll be teaching for us. By the time she's 14, 15, she'll be a teacher. So we're kind of getting her to figure out, how she wants to teach scribble, shape, and form. And she has a lot of fun. Okay, so a little bit of tone. Let's have a little bit of fun. So what I did is I just squeezed out some of the water so I can get these halftones, because it's so strong from the ink. So I just pulled it up to the side. So now when I put these tones down, they're more halftones. There we go. This is sketching. But when you're sketching, you're putting everything in there. So, you know, a 7-minute sketch is really like a several hour drawing from like 40 years of study. So it's not like you're just doing a 7-minute drawing. It's really more than a 7-minute drawing. So this is fun. So you can see, dealing with action. She's kind of going forward and everyone's going behind. Law of action. Law of opposites, Newton's law. So, which is what this book's all about. Okay, so that's a portfolio drawing. Let's do some more.